So climate justice for me is more than just about emissions. It's about equity, it's about power, and more importantly, it's about the right to a dignified future for all, particularly those who we consider to be most vulnerable and least responsible for this issue of climate change. It recognizes the historical inequities, the structural issues such as colonialism, racism, patriarchy, extractivism that have shaped and continue to shape the climate crisis, and most importantly, those who bear the burdens of this crisis. And so for me, it's about centering frontline voices, particularly those from the Caribbean, the Global South, Indigenous peoples, women, and youth in decision-making processes, and more so calls for reparative action, not just adaptation and mitigation, but transformation of systems that created this vulnerability and this problem in the first place. And so, as a young Caribbean advocate, as co lead for this youth climate justice working group, climate justice means reclaiming agency and, most importantly, co creating community led alternatives that seek to center care, culture, and sustainability. So through different initiatives, we have sought to, center the youth voices, whether it's Indigenous youth, whether it's youth with disabilities, youth in agriculture, youth in different sectors, and see how it is that they have sought to bring a Caribbean perspective on climate justice. We have been, creating these spaces for centering of youth and youth voices and ensuring that, we're not necessarily just an afterthought in the process, but actively involved in the design, in the implementation, and of course, the follow up of many of these. I would say some of the key goals that I hope to see coming out of, not only the alliance, but broader, more policy oriented goals by 2030 is being able to expand access to climate finance for youth led and youth serving organizations to be able to somehow operationalize some sort of accountability mechanisms that seek to kind of track whether or not there is youth engagement in national climate action plans, national climate action processes, and see how best we can seek to, improve on those sorts of engagements.